down at the bottom. I don't know. for a goal, follow the team that scored, at least on if it's here. If they scored, just follow the team that scored.
Gotcha.
And besides that, it's just see stuff or do anything that I noticed.
Okay.
But it's all good then. Appreciate it.
No
So
problem.
you good?
Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 2017 12 o'clock showing, the U18 U.S. Youth National Soccer Game. Good one for you today. Got Cincinnati taking on Maplebrook Fury from Minnesota. Good one for us. Maplebrook's going to be wearing the red here on the right side of the field, and you got Cincinnati in black. Maplebrook started off with the ball, going to work it around here in the back. Coach told me they had a tough one yesterday. Looking for a better day today. Nice cut in the middle. Gets away from two defenders that were guarding them. Good play up to the middle. Nice attack building up here. Maplebrook going back and forth to the other side. Drops it back to the right back. Sends it up to the middle. Good triangle connections going on here in the defense. Opening up the field, looking towards the sideline. Not liking what she sees, just goes back to the keeper. Playing it back again. Now Cincinnati's really putting on the pressure. Good split there to keep that triangle alive. Ultimately, Maplebrook just sends it up to the top. Nice drop off here. Looking for a nice counter. She's got the ball, got some time inside of the box. Has a go. And it goes out the left side of the goal for a goal kick. Nice build up there from Maplebrook. Excellent counter coming out of the left corner where it seemed like they were kind of trapped. Able to break for that big switch and get that shot from the right side of the field. Cincinnati has an early advantage here. The wind is to their back, pushing hard towards the Maplebrook goalie. Look for those long balls over the top, really being able to carry because of that. Maplebrook defender able to keep the ball in bounds there. Looks to play it up, ends up giving it right away to the Cincinnati midfielder. Takes one touch in with her left, passes it off. She's got some time and space, looks to connect, has a shot, and an outstanding save by the Maplebrook goalie. Megan Plasko, the goalie for Maplebrook, with that amazing save there. But looking at her to carry that defense, being able to have that awareness that she just had right there. Little bit of a stoppage here. Play resumes with a free kick from the Cincinnati defense. Plays it up towards the middle of the field. Ends up going back to Maplebrook. Goes to play it up, trying to advance the field. Cincinnati takes it right back. 50-50 possessions here, going back and forth. Good battle early on between Maplebrook and Cincinnati. Nice back heel to open it up. Another back heel to get it down the line. Maplebrook comes away with the ball. But excellent showing of skill here from the Cincinnati midfield and forwards early on. Two players go to the ground. No call from the ref. Cincinnati trying to work up an attack. Dropping it back. Good connections between these two in the midfield. Plays it down the line to the left. Players coming into the box. Pulls it back. Just a little out of reach forward, loses the ball. Maplebrook's able to send it up. Goes right to the feet of the Cincinnati defense. Able to work the ball back around. Move this attack. Good step from the Maplebrook left back. Moving the ball around nicely, trying to get it open so they can advance the field, trying to get it out of their half. Foul gets called as Megan Odeyoyo goes to the ground. Cincinnati gets the ball back. They're going to have a free kick there. Playing the ball through, stays on sides. Touch gets away from her a little bit, keeps it in bounds, at least for a second. The second touch ends up going out of bounds on her, and the ball just runs away. Going to be a Maplebrook goal kick. Tell right there the wind really going to play a factor today. Maplebrook unable to send that ball up to as far as they wanted. Usually able to get it well past half field. Kick gets undercut here with these high winds right up against the ball. Ball getting bounced around here. Both teams struggling to keep the ball on the ground and play at defeat. Cincinnati does it here, gets a nice little connection, plays it down the line. She's on sides, running onto it. Gets to it first, looking to turn. One time plays it into the box. Nobody's there. Maplebrook gets the ball. Had time, ended up kicking it out of bounds anyways. Cincinnati throw to the middle. Good little playoff there. Keeps possession, plays it down the line. She's on sides, going to look to cross it one time here. Big cross and an outstanding come out and save by the goalie. The goalie, Megan, really doing a great job coming out there. She just slapped the ball just in front of her with her left hand, then was able to come out and collect it. Cincinnati playing back to their goalie. Maplebrook able to keep the ball, moving it out to the outside, looking to play down through the middle. Cincinnati using their speed, turning on the jets to get down here. Good battle. No foul call as they go shoulder to shoulder here on the side. Maplebrook comes out with it. Cincinnati's going to win the ball right back. She's looking to cut in on people. Ball ends up running away from her. It's unlucky there. It was an excellent move. Ball ends up getting called back. Number 11, Morgan Wright, really working hard here on the offense. Trying to get in behind, using her speed to try to get around the defenders and cut in. Maplebrook free kick, sends it up all the way. Wind died down just enough for that ball to travel all the way there. Quick play here. Ref's going to pull it back. Ball was too far ahead for that one. Maplebrook was looking for the quick attack off of that foul. Catch the Cincinnati defense off guard. Wind's picking up here. Sends it hard to the goal. Cincinnati heads it away. Looking for a counter. Megan with an excellent cut. She's going to try to run around both defenders. Ball's going to run away just a bit. Maplebrook defense sends it back to their goalie. Goes back to the same mishits. Megan White takes a shot and it ends up going right of the goal. Keeper does a good job to make sure she didn't hold on to it or touch it in any way, so it went out for a goal kick. Lucky break for Maplebrook defense there, giving the ball away and making sure that it wasn't capitalized by a goal from Cincinnati. .50-50 ball here in the middle. Cincinnati's going to come away with it. Sends it out wide to the left back. She's going to drill it up top, and it's going to roll all the way down for the goalie. Just calmly scoop it up. No rush getting rid of this ball. Waiting for her teammates to get up the field. Sends it to the corner. Good placement. Brewer on the defense. She worked really hard right there to track back. Ball got away from her just a bit, and she full-on sprinted to get back and win that ball. Poke it back to the center back, and they were able to get the ball out of their defensive end. Good header one. Second. Maplebrook on a counter now. She has plenty of space in the middle. Gets her head up, goes to send it back to the left corner, and the Cincinnati defense able to just stop the ball. Excellent turn by Morgan White, able to keep the ball going. Ends up losing it, but Cincinnati ultimately is going to win a header or win a throw-in here on the sideline. There's it to Morgan. Morgan's here on the sideline. Gets it into the corner, able to kick it off of her. Cincinnati's going to win a corner here. Allison Robertson's coming over. She's going to take this corner. Going into the 12th minute here. Sends it up nicely right towards the penalty spot. A great header and a goal by Cincinnati. Excellent placement. Hit it right in front of the 6. Had 3 teammates running on, and it was an excellent header. Slight breakdown of the defense back there by Maplebrook. Couple markers were able to break free. The header was wide open and no one was on her. Cincinnati with an early 1-0 lead. Maplebrook looking to attack quickly here, try to get that goal back as quickly as possible. Going to move the ball in towards the middle. Look to switch the play here. No rush, trying to maintain possession. Gets it up to the forward. She comes across the midfield, doing a great job holding up the ball and making sure she doesn't give it away. Excellent ball towards the corner. Cincinnati defense running back on their heels. Only thing they can do is end up kicking it. Luckily, it goes out for them off of the Maplebrook right mid, and it's going to be a goal kick for Cincinnati. Unlucky break from Maplebrook there. They had an excellent counterattack going. Advanced up the field really well, able to get it up that right side, cut it in. Almost got a corner out of it. Maplebrook here again. You can kind of feel the momentum leading towards them. They're really working hard to try to get that goal back. Nice turn into the middle, a nice cut. Has a shot, gets stopped out, and a little slide. Able to keep the ball in. Cincinnati defense going to play it up all the way. Nice dummy run to get it up the side. Maplebrook defender able to track back, get the ball, send it all the way back to their goalie. Cincinnati defense coming in hard to close this one down. Maplebrook does a great 1-2 to get around the defender. Nice switch of the play. She has loads of time. She's going to take a couple steps in. Cut to the right. Has a go. And a great diving save by the Cincinnati goalie. Keeps that one from going into the right corner. Excellent progression there by Maplebrook. And an even nicer save by the Cincinnati goalie. Ball gets played beautifully to the corner. It's rolling a little fast. Morgan White's going to be able to get to it, though. Pull it back in. She's got runners open in the box. The ball gets to the backside. No one runs onto it. And the goalie's able to just scoop it up. Cincinnati keeping possession here on the attacking half. Good battle for possession right there. Sends it up to the corner. Running up the sideline. Goes to the corner. She's on sides. Has a one-time go at the goal. Believe it was meant to be a cross. Mishit a little bit. It almost went in. Goalie was right there to hold on to it. Coach yelling at his team from Maplebrook, telling them they got to win those 50-50 balls when they get into the middle. Cincinnati's been doing a great job holding on to them. Holding the ball up. Good play into the middle. Almost gets a foot on her. Maplebrook comes out the other way. Cincinnati doing a good play. Little 1-2 combination. Maplebrook's going to win the ball back and just send it up the sideline. Going up the middle. Nice little counter building for them. Goalie's coming out hard to get the ball. Will win that battle. Morgan White with an outstanding turn. Able to get down the sideline. Looking up, has a couple runners in the box, goes for the one-time hit. Looking for that near post, keeps it just in front of the goal line just a little bit. Not as much as she wanted to. She was really aiming for the top of that 6 in the corner. For her teammate that was running on and was unable to hit that target. Maplebrook doing a good job on defense here. Closing down these passes as soon as they get in. Looking for the counterattack. Moving the ball nicely here in the middle. An excellent ball goes down. Little too direct though. Goalie able to come out and get it. Both teams settling in here. Finding their groove. Finding how they're going to play. Cincinnati getting a good little combination passing down here. Looking for a nice switch. And the great hands of the Maplebrook goalie just holds on to it. Megan doing a great job for Maplebrook, keeping her hands on there. She must have put glue on those gloves earlier. Maplebrook doing a great job on defense, holding onto the ball, getting it open. She looks up, has one hit up. Great shield by the forward, holding on to that one. Unlucky ball gets taken. Ref sees the foul, ends up calling it's coming back. That outstanding shield was the culprit of being able to get that foul drawn. A couple of subs coming in now for Maplebrook. Sydney Johnson and Kira Sosinski making their way into this game. Kira did a great job there putting pressure on. She has the fresh legs and she ran right up to that defender looking to get that ball. Good header one. Maplebrook doing a good job not making any of these throw-ins easy. And they're going to give that one to Maplebrook. Ball never came in. Oh, no, they're actually calling a foul. A little push in the back. Ball travels, gets dropped because of that wind. Cincinnati has the ball, looking up, going down line. It's a great pass. Morgan White cutting in, goes to hit her, just a little too direct, and ends up rolling out of bounds for a goal kick. 3 yards further to the left, and that would have been a one-on-one opportunity for Morgan White. Cincinnati wins the ball in the middle. Looking to attack from the left side of the field now, down the line. Beats the defender, goes around her, sends one towards the goal. Comfortable save. Excellent boot. Wind not being a factor right there, gets it all the way to midfield. Teammates just not there to win the ball. Cincinnati winning these goal kicks on both sides of the field. Unlucky break there from Maplebrook. Ball ends up traveling back to him. Nice ball over the top. Ends up being offsides. Maplebrook trying to connect some passes here. Cincinnati takes it away. No numbers up. She's just going to hold on to the ball, play it to the corner. Only one person in the box. She goes for the cross anyways. Ball gets bobbled around by the goalie, but ends up being a comfortable save yet again. They were looking for Morgan White there in the middle, even though she had 2 defenders on her. Believed in her ability as a forward, or as a winger, to get that ball. Cincinnati on it again. Dips it in behind. She's on sides. Gets it. Number 11, Megan Malacha, ends up coming behind, gets her leg around, and able to stop that ball from being a one-on-one opportunity. Can't breathe too easy just yet. Cincinnati still on the attacking side of the half. Maplebrook sends the ball out, and Cincinnati still has the ball coming right back. Nice little cut to the left. Goes to the middle. Doesn't fool Maplebrook's defense. Cincinnati little 1-2. Maplebrook defenders doing a good job stepping up to those passes, not letting them get in behind. Good pull back here on the left to drop back, open it up so they have space to play around. Looking to switch the play as much as they can. Nice double move to get herself open and make that pass. Ball doesn't make it to the forward, and Cincinnati's defense will take it away and hold on to it. Halfway through with the first half here, Cincinnati's holding on to that 1-0 lead that they have. Maplebrook looking to spoil that and tie the game up. Obviously has the ability to do that. They're working really hard at a couple of great opportunities of their own. A couple of unlucky offsides calls kept those from happening. Cincinnati working hard, trying to get Morgan White really involved here. Sending it down to the corner. She chases on. Of course she's going to be able to get it. Holds the ball, waiting for teammates to get moving. Tries to just hit it off of the Maplebrook defender to get the corner. Ends up going out for a throw, though. Both teams catching their breath right now as a sub comes in. It's Megan Bine, number 13, that's going to come in there for the defense for Cincinnati for the second half of this first half. Maplebrook defense does another stellar job holding off the Cincinnati attack. Bine's getting her first couple touches on the ball. Cincinnati can't find a hole to get through this tough Maplebrook defense, so they just go back to their goalie. Little flick on. Maplebrook there. 50-50 ball. Cincinnati comes away with it. Sends it over the top. Maplebrook defender tries to get it. Ends up getting poked through. And Morgan White's going to get that goal. Maplebrook defense did everything they could right there. Jumped up for the header. And instead of it heading back and towards the opposite direction, ends up slowing down the ball so that Morgan White was actually able to catch up to it. Goalie came sprinting out hard to try to stop it, but Morgan White was just right there, able to just toe poke it over for a comfortable and easy goal. Just like that, Cincinnati has a 2-0 lead in the 26th minute. I wouldn't count out Maplebrook if I was Cincinnati just yet. They're fighting hard. The communication's there. They're moving the ball quickly. Trying to get the ball up. Just a little foul right there. Just caught her in the back of the leg. Good steal here by the left back. Able to maintain possession. Just drops it back. Trying to get it up into the feet of their forward who wants to hold the ball up, get the rest of their teammates up. Maplebrook having a tough time getting the ball up to their forwards and getting numbers on the opposite side of the field. Doing a great job on defense, however. Couple unlucky breaks got Cincinnati those 2 goals. Great trap by the Maplebrook forward. She's finally getting her foot on the ball. Excellent touch forward. It's going to be a race. Keeper realizes she wouldn't win that race. Ends up pulling back. Maplebrook sends it across. She has time, takes a touch, gets a shot off, and it gets blocked by a Cincinnati defender. Ball gets played back to the middle. Going up towards the Cincinnati forward. Ref says play on. Going to widen the field, trying to get an attack, want to get a cross in. Gets knocked to the ground. Ref says play on there as well. Cincinnati now on an attack. She cuts into the middle, holding it up just a bit. Went to switch the play, and it got stuffed out by the Maplebrook defense. Great playing from both of these teams. A lot of heart, a lot of passion from everyone on the field right now. Everyone trying to work hard to get their team another goal. Cincinnati can feel the pressure coming now from Maplebrook. Forwards have pushed up a little bit higher, and the midfield stepped up. Defenders are all the way up to the D at the half right now, only about 40 yards away from where the ball just was. Playing a really high line, really trusting the fact that they're going to be able to win those ball with those triangle passes that Cincinnati's been trying to make on their defense. Cincinnati all the way up into the attacking third, plays the ball out to the side. She's going to get the ball to the corner, try to play it in, but the ball just is going to roll out. Couldn't get her hip around it just enough to whip it into the box. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Just over 15 minutes left in this first half. Hope everybody's been enjoying their day, getting some lunch and watching these talented girls play some soccer here at the U.S. Youth Soccer Tournament. It's a beautiful day here, start of December. Hope you pulled out your Christmas music already. Cincinnati trying to play it down to the corner. Isn't actually going to get there. Maplebrook gets to the ball first, but the pressure's too tough. Has to play it out for a throw-in. Ball rolled down a hill. They get it back. Play's going to resume with this throw. Goes in towards the top of the 8. Goes to trap it, and the ball just ends up going between our legs a little bit. Sends the ball over the top into the box. Maplebrook defender ends up getting a chest on it. Almost goes into the goal. Hits the ball away the second time. And Cincinnati regains the possession off of the pass to keep it from going in. Great job of that Cincinnati defender, though, to get that chest away because that ball was about to go through for a Cincinnati simple touch inside of the 6. Maplebrook communication doing a really good job telling who to step up and who to stay back, following each other's runs, calling out the runs of the Cincinnati forwards. Excellent defensive showing on that last play by the Maplebrook. Sub coming into the game. It's number 9, Miss Brewer coming in. Cincinnati trying to get the ball. Maplebrook defense working really hard to get it. Unlucky foul call right there. She just kicked a little too hard into the back of the leg to free up that ball. No complaints, though, from the Maplebrook right back. No call there in the box. Defense is looking really sharp here from Maplebrook. Trying to find the missing pieces to get their offense on board. Trying to connect those passes in the final third of Cincinnati. Break down some exploited holes and get back in this game with a goal. Maplebrook stopping a couple passes. 3 now on this last possession. Trying to work it out. Getting a couple turns in. Moving it around nicely here between the defense on this left side. Big ball up to the side. Little bit of a shank there and ends up going out of bounds for a Cincinnati ball. Really thought she was going to be looking for that over-the-top switch over the center of the field. We'll be looking for that because they did have a player that was a little bit open there in the middle. Cincinnati gets the throw in. Pressure's here. Really hard from Maplebrook. Staying in front of the ball. Double teaming. Stop that one with ease. Tries to send the ball up. Gets it that time. Cincinnati right there to collect the ball as usual. Good little step over. Frees her up. She's moving in. Plays it out to the corner. Players running in the box. Gets a free header on it. No one guarding. Fortunate for Maplebrook, the header just went over the goal. It was number 10, Diva Patel, that was wide open for that header. Came running into the box and it just caught her right on the top of the head and ended up going over the goal. Cincinnati playing the ball down the far side of the field. Going to cut it back. Excellent step by the Maplebrook defense to get that ball out. Cincinnati gets the ball. Has an ambitious shot from the outside. Looked like it was just going to be a comfortable save from the Maplebrook goalie. Ends up slipping out of her hands and going out for a Cincinnati corner. Approaching the final 10 minutes here of the first half. It's been a good game so far. Cincinnati up 2-0. Maplebrook looking for those counters. The defense has stepped up tremendously. Waiting for this corner. Bunch of Cincinnati players here on the back starting to make their moves. Ball goes in, beautiful. Ball is placed in perfectly towards the top of the 6. Got a foot on it and ended up going out of bounds for a goal kick. She had to reach up kind of high to get her left foot around there to try to get her toe on top of that ball. And it ends up going straight out of bounds. Good 50-50 battle here in the middle. Cincinnati comes away with it. The pressure's here, though. Goes to switch the ball. Gets it to the forward who's going to try to hold the ball up. Comes back to this corner. Unlucky break. Couldn't catch on to the ball. Ends up hitting her toe and going out of bounds. Maplebrook's going to have the ball here on a throw-in. Cincinnati looking to lock it in. A couple people on the sideline. 3 in the middle. Little movement. Throws it up to the top. Gets a quick double team. Maplebrook ends up breaking this one. The Jets got turned on here by the forward. Sends it out to the right corner. She's going to have a go. And it's just going to be a comfortable save for the goalie. Number 65, Maria Sinez. Outstanding speed from the young lady. She got a hold of that ball and she was gone. An excellent spin move on the far side. Cincinnati just swinging the ball around, gets it back to the keeper. Maplebrook really pushing up high. Gets a toe on that ball. Cincinnati, fortunately, comes away with the ball. They got some numbers up, looking to play it in towards the middle. She gets it, goes to spin around. Maplebrook's just going to come away with the ball. She takes it right out from under her. Big ball going over the top. No problem for the Cincinnati center back. Cincinnati able to play it all the way up to the forward, but she's getting backed up hard, not able to turn whatsoever. Excellent defense from Maplebrook showing here. Everyone's stepping in front of their mark. Everyone's stepping up to get the ball. Everyone wants a piece of the action and wants to help their team get a goal. A fantastic turn by the midfielder for Cincinnati. Plays it perfectly to her teammate. Unfortunately, it was about 5 yards offsides, and the linesman had no issue calling that one. Big boot from Megan, sends the ball up towards the half. Maplebrook wins the 50-50 ball here. Doing a good job possessing in the final third here. Holds the ball up. Ends up getting tripped up. No foul gets called. Got the ball first. Throw in from Maplebrook on the opposite side. Goes deep down the line. Has a couple of people there. Goes over everybody in the pile. Cincinnati defender gets the ball, going to go back to the goalie and try to work it around. Sends it up towards the middle. Maplebrook speedster with the ball again, looking to hold it up, and ball ends up getting taken away. She got swarmed with 3 people. She has it right back, though. Couple of shoulder-to-shoulder plays going on here. Good battles for the ball. Offsides called on the young lady from Maplebrook. Cincinnati's going to have the ball. No rush to get it out. Taking their time with 6 minutes left here in the first half. Plays it up to the left side. Cincinnati gets first to it, but Maplebrook takes it away. Ball gets possessed in the middle. Maplebrook doing a great job, not looking for that over-the-top ball as much anymore. Doing a good job coming towards the ball here in the middle to get across half. Ball's getting pushed around on the outside. Gets sent into the middle, has a good strike towards the right bottom corner. The goalie just gets a hand on it and keeps it from going out of bounds, able to pick it up when she gets up. Excellent play there from Maplebrook. Good one-touch pass from midfield. Here on the counter, she has numbers running. Analyzing what she wants to do, touches it to the outside, goes to play it through, and it gets poked away by the Cincinnati defender. Tries to get around her there at the end, just runs out of room and ends up dribbling out of bounds. Very unlucky there. Maplebrook, you can feel it, trying to push to get that goal here before halftime. Cincinnati wins the 50-50. Ball's getting bounced around now. Maplebrook able to take it away, sending it down. Dribbling up the right side of the field. Goes to play it into the middle, and it just gets taken away. Ball still traveling in that direction, though. Cincinnati defender flustered. Has to just kick it out of bounds to keep the momentum from building. Looking for movement inside the box. Ends up finding an open teammate. Those are two in the middle. Goes to play it down the line. She has a one-touch down the line. Beautiful one-touch. Ends up not able to catch up to it. Turnover here from Maplebrook. Going to be Cincinnati throw. Just under 4 minutes left in this first half. Maplebrook really pushing. The ball's been staying on this half of the field a lot the past 10 minutes. Cincinnati looking for a quick counter. She has her open down the sideline. Tries to draw the defender before passing it to her. Maplebrook doing a good job staying disciplined in their positioning. Nice 50-50 battle. Unlucky swing of the foot right there to get the ball. Ends up with a Maplebrook foul. Cincinnati's going to slowly jog on up. In good position here. Going to get 10 yards. Kick's going to be on the ref signal here. Coach from the sideline is directing this kick. Switching the kick taker. I believe they're going to try to aim towards the back side of the 6 here and look for a free header. It was low and hard. Ball traveled a lot faster than the teammates on the opposite side were able to get up to it. Keeper was able to comfortably come out and scoop the ball. Not a bad play. Maplebrook looking for that quick counter. Cincinnati defender able to turn it around, get some space to where she can dribble up the left side of the field. Some nice 1-2 plays. Cincinnati's now on a big break. Drops it back in. Pressure's coming now from Maplebrook. Holding him in. She stays on sides there as the ball gets played to the corner. Looking for a quick cross. Ball gets stopped out. Strong play by the Maplebrook midfielder. Able to shoulder her off to where she could open herself up for a pass. Maplebrook sends a big one over to the corner. It gets through. 1-2 connection. It's 2-on-1. Looking for a shot. And ends up not being able to get it. The two of them were running on top of the ball and on top of each other, and neither was able to connect for a shot. Unlucky there. Great play, though, by Maplebrook. Moving the ball around fantastically and an excellent counterattack. Just wasn't able to finish a goal there. Less than 2 minutes here. Final push for both teams before halftime. Ball's going to slowly roll on down to the corner. Cincinnati running hard to get to the ball. Fractions of a second away from being able to keep that one in bounds. Love the determination, though. Ball gets sent up with less than a minute left. Maplebrook doing a great job winning this 50-50 ball. Shielding hard, passing off to the left side. She's open. She has some room to move. Plays it down to the corner with the right foot. It's curving to the left. I think she wanted it to curve to the right just a little bit. In the corner, having to hold the ball up, trying to spin around, freeing herself up just a bit. Nice pull back so she can get back down the line. Tries to cut back to get the ball onto her right foot. Ends up going out of bounds. Final push here from Maplebrook with just seconds left in this first half. looking for some movement. Throws it down to the goal line. Cincinnati's are coming away from it. It's a miss hit. Maplebrook has the ball. Players are on the ground. Balls all over the place. Both teams expecting a call didn't happen. Cincinnati defender was able to just get up and kick the ball out. Maplebrook with the ball again. They're on the attack. She tries to get it open for her own shot and is unable to get the one time. That's going to be halftime here. Excellent game so far. Both teams working really hard. Maplebrook showing a lot of hope here of late in the first half. Couple great opportunities for them to get some goals. Nevertheless, Cincinnati is here with a 2-0 lead. And we'll be right back here in just a little bit for the start of the second half. Everybody go grab a drink, grab some popcorn and some lunch, because it's going to be a good second half.
she maybe scissored it and then backheeled it to Lindsay. It was like, whoa. Like, holy crap. How are you?
Good, how you?
Are we going to be in your wake?
You can have it.
You need it though, right?
No. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Excellent first half. Started out strong with Cincinnati taking over. 2 goals in the first 25, put him up early. Maplebrook defense was a little slackish there. Had some holes and some gaps. They filled those and had an outstanding second part of the second half. Had a couple of amazing opportunities, get some goals, and came away empty. We'll be looking to see how this game progresses here in the second half. And if Maplebrook can make a comeback and get themselves back in it. Certainly looked that way at the end of the first half. Maplebrook here sending the ball into the middle on their counter. Ball's going to go out of bounds for a Maplebrook throw. Coach giving the directions from the sideline. Gets dropped back to her. Good job getting the ball back down. Moving the ball, trying to get into the middle. Nice cut. Outrunning them, gets a touch to her left. Sends it all the way across the field instead of taking a shot. Coach telling Hannah she needs to shoot that next time she gets that opportunity going across the midfield like that. Cincinnati defense a little bit on their heels, ends up clearing the ball up top and getting a lucky break here. They're on the counter of their roll. Maplebrook able to get to ball first. Clears it long to the outside, trying to send it out of bounds to get a regroup. Cincinnati able to get up to the ball. Able to keep it from going out of bounds first. A little bit of miscommunication there on the clearance is going to send the ball out of bounds and actually give it to Cincinnati. Going to be a Cincinnati corner here. Both teams lining up inside of the box. Ball gets sent in, nice. Cincinnati gets a head onto the ball, even a second foot. Maplebrook defense able to just come up onto the ball and clear it out. Good play from both teams there. Cincinnati was able to break free for a free header. Got sent to the opposite side of the goal. Cincinnati got a foot on the ball there at the other end, and it was stopped by a Maplebrook defender. Good play from both teams here early into the second half. Maplebrook here on a counter. Cutting the ball into the middle, waiting for everybody to get up and get situated. Nice step over to the side. Cincinnati goes to clear it. Maplebrook holds on to the ball. Loses it for a second, then regains that possession. It's the speedster moving the ball around. Has somebody moving in nice into the back. Gets a great pass down to the corner. Goes to move around her. Cincinnati has to kick it out of bounds. Maplebrook here doing a good job getting the ball up. Not running onto the ball. Gets a lucky break. Ball comes in. Nice cross into the outside. Cincinnati defender traps it with the back and is able to keep the possession. Sends it up top. Maplebrook holds on to the ball. Nice 50-50 play here. Ball finally goes out of bounds for a Maplebrook throw. Looking for some movement here on the side. Gonna hold it up, just to dip it right back to her. Pressure's coming on. Cincinnati able to take it away, playing it down the side. Speedster gets to the ball first. He gets touched out of bounds for a Maplebrook throw. Coach trying to get his team from Maplebrook to advance the ball fast. That's exactly what they're doing, trying to get around him. Good cutback. Sends it into the middle. Good combination. Sends it over the top. Good battle for it. And a Cincinnati goalkeeper able to pull the ball away. Number 0, the goalie, Adriana Brewer, that was able to poke the ball away and then run onto it to keep it from going in. Good 50-50 battle. Everybody was holding their breath here at least. Completely different team this Maplebrook showing has been in the second half. Defense has been on point. They have been all attack. Cincinnati doing their best to try to get out. Maplebrook defense is just holding on to the ball. Maplebrook defender runs onto the ball, ends up getting slide tackled. Cincinnati midfielder misses the ball and ends up taking the player out. She got up quick. She's okay. It's just going to be a free kick here for Maplebrook around half. Play resumes, send it up to the top of the D. No one ends. They send it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper played around with the ball a little bit in the back. Confidently held on to it and then kicked it up to the side. Maplebrook did a good job to steal the ball. Gets an open man in the middle for a one-time shot and just misses the shot. And it goes out to the right. Great awareness on the far side, able to cross that ball into the top of the D where she was wide open and had 10 yards of space, no one around her. Think she was a little weary about the fact that she had that much space and didn't believe it herself. Took it one time instead of controlling the ball and then having a rip with the second touch. Excellent play here from Maplebrook, doing all they can to get back into this game. Good connection passes here. The ball just gets stuffed out by the Cincinnati defender. Cincinnati tried to combine on their own. Maplebrook doing a good job clearing it out. Cincinnati midfielder holds onto the ball. Getting swarmed with defenders, ends up getting brought to the ground. It's going to be a foul there. It was Becky Dean, number 2 for Cincinnati, that was holding up the ball there before that foul got called. Good job holding on to it in the midfield. She's been very good here on the offense and the defense. Nice slide tackle there. Maplebrook did a good job trying to keep the ball in bounds, but it's going to go out of bounds anyways. Ref says the ball was already out before she even kicked it, so Cincinnati's going to get the ball all the way up at the spot of the kick. Excellent run over to try to get that ball. Cincinnati keeping the ball here, trying to get an offensive attack out of it. Great switch onto the far side. Got some space to go. Holds up the ball. Good battle for possession here in the far corner. It's 2-on-1. Maplebrook ends up winning the battle, kicking the ball off of her ankle as the Cincinnati striker tried to turn around. Maplebrook defenders double teamed and was able to just kick it off of her foot to where it went out for a goal kick. Great awareness. Maplebrook definitely has the advantage here with the wind. Numbers up inside of the box. Everybody moving in. Good connections here coming in. Got some space. Goes to play it back to the same side. And the Cincinnati defense was all over that last pass. moving the ball around here, swinging it to the right, trying to advance up the field. Maplebrook defense doing a good job here, holding the ball in the attacking half. She drops it back. No numbers on the far side. No one was running in, so she had to try to keep it herself. Maplebrook fortunate to hold on to the ball here, doing a great job moving the ball around between the defense. Everybody getting up. Everybody advancing here for Maplebrook, trying to get the ball in. Gets a good hit. Both players go down. No calls. Maplebrook still has the ball. Has a good shot towards the middle. It hits the post and comes back. It's in the middle. Who's going to get to it first? Maplebrook ends up getting a foot onto it, but it gets blocked out and goes out to the side. That was Marie Sinez, the speedster, as I've been calling her, that had that awesome rip from about 30 yards out. Looked like it was going to drop right into the goal. Ended up hitting the post, coming back in. This is an outstanding first 10 minutes of a second half. One of my favorites by far of the weekend. Ball gets played in beautifully. Cincinnati gets a head on it. Doesn't get cleared out. An unlucky turn of events. Ball drops right to the corner of the D, the top of the 18. For the Maplebrook left back, she has a one-time go with her left foot and ends up just skying it over the goal. Maplebrook doing a good job trying to hold on to the ball. Cincinnati midfielder doing all that she can to try to keep possession. She had 3 people on her. Great awareness by the left back for Cincinnati, able to play it all the way back to the goalie. And an outstanding trap with the chest. And turn by Becky Dean. Told you she's been great on the offense and the defense all day for Cincinnati. And that chest that she brought down, and then a one-time complete 180-degree turn with her right foot was absolutely outstanding here. Good defensive header by Cincinnati. Maplebrook still working to get that ball inside and get that goal. Excellent triangle. She stayed on sides, but the ball wasn't able to get through. Cincinnati tried to get that ball through. Last defender for Maplebrook was just able to hold on to it. Cincinnati goalie sends it way up the field. Maplebrook holding on to it. Tried to turn, ended up losing the ball. Now Cincinnati has some room. They can move on up. They can progress. Sends it up to the left corner where she's going to have a little bit of space. She has a man guarding her. Sends it back into the middle. She's going to have a one-time go with the right foot, trying to get it into that upper right 90, and it just gets skied out. Hits it with great power. It was just about 15 yards wide. A little push in the back from the Maplebrook forward. It's going to give Cincinnati a free kick right here around midfield. Kick goes up to the middle near the forward. She's got some height up there, able to get through. Ball bounces through 3 Maplebrook defenders. Gets bounced around the midfield here. Possession gets pinged back and forth. Maplebrook ultimately gets the header right here off of a throw-in. Nice turn missed by the Cincinnati defender. Lucky deflection right there. Finally, just ball gets sent over. It's going to be a battle here, shoulder to shoulder. Ends up getting the first touch. Maplebrook trying to get the ball. Cincinnati defender doing all that she can to get around her. She not only gets around her, but ends up getting the foul as well. Excellent play by Megan Aduyoye. Cincinnati on a good attack. Got some space. One-time shot with the left foot. Ends up going out to the right for a goal kick. There's a good 1-2 combination down there at the bottom. Looked like they were going to break and get that third goal. Locked her ankle beautifully. Was able to strike it with good power. Just direction was off just a bit. Goalie sends the ball up. Cincinnati's going to win the 50-50 ball. Pull it back towards the middle. The Cincinnati player's down. She got hit on going up for that header. That's number 2, Becky Dean. Seems like she's okay. She's been working really hard. She's going to have to come out and get looked at. She comes out, stays right near the sideline though. Looks like she's going to come back in here on the next play. Manager's just making sure that she's okay, and she said yes. Cincinnati sends the ball up towards the top. Wins the ball, gets sent out for the throw-in. It's going to be a Cincinnati throw here on the side. Wynn pushed that ball back. Maplebrook defender thought the ball was going to come right to her, and it ended up stopping. Cincinnati forward was able to run onto the ball, get a touch on it, and it ricocheted off of that Maplebrook defender out of bounds. Dropping it back, goes to play it in. It was an under hit. Ended up going right towards the Maplebrook player. Quick foul and a quick kick taken. Maplebrook's on the counter. It's good. Almost went over the last defender. Was almost a breakthrough opportunity for Maplebrook. They still have the ball, still on this attack. Cincinnati has to kick the ball out of bounds just to keep them from advancing. It ends up going off of the foot of the Maplebrook left mid, and Cincinnati is actually going to have a throw in now. Two headers in a row, one by Maplebrook. Speedster comes running in, trying to stop it. Cincinnati's on the break. Maplebrook doing a good job holding up the ball. This game has been 50-50 ever since the 25th minute. Cincinnati with 2 goals before 25 minutes into the first half. Ever since then, it has been deadlocked. Maplebrook looking for some movement on the side. Getting the ball in. Excellent step, though, by the midfielder for Cincinnati. Able to come away with that ball. Pulls the ball up a bit, waiting for numbers to get up, and goes to send it up. Excellent counter here for Cincinnati. Moving the ball around, has plenty of space, dribbling with the ball. Sends it far to the left side. Maplebrook comes away with a steal. Good ball played up to the corner. She's going to get to the ball first. She gets a touch on it. Ends up hitting it off of her, but has time to reconnect the ball and keep it from going out of bounds for a corner. Sends it up the sideline, and Maplebrook's able to hold on to it. Decent cross in with a little header there. Just a little too far away. She was trying to hit it towards the left side of the penalty spot for her teammates that were running onto the ball. Ends up sending it right towards the goalie for an easy collection. Cincinnati on a break here. Moving up hard towards the left side. Number 4, Lindsay Mayer, doing a great job here on the offensive attack. Sub coming in for Maplebrook. Tiana DeGrande coming in from Maplebrook. Immediately calling for the ball. She's got the fresh legs wanting to play. Here she is fighting hard. Maplebrook with a great shoulder pass up top. Trying to get there. It's DeGrande running towards the corner. Unlucky, couldn't get to the ball. Tiana coming in, making an immediate impact for this Maplebrook offense. Maplebrook attempting to come in hard to get the ball. Unlucky, push in the back, ends up giving number 17, Jasmine Gates, a yellow card. We'll see how that one factors into the rest of the game. Maplebrook here on the counter, tries to get the ball out wide. Ends up hitting it just a bit too hard, unable for her to get to it. Going to be a Cincinnati throw. About 25 minutes left in this game. Maplebrook working really hard to try to get back in it. Down 2 goals. Cincinnati trying to get their 3rd goal since the 25th minute. Maplebrook defender does a really good job getting her foot around to win that ball. Cincinnati gets it right back, though, looking for a quick switch of play. Holds on to the ball. Looked like it was glued to her foot there. Has a go, goes off of the Maplebrook defender. And before it goes out of bounds, goalie was able to come out and get the ball. Ball comes up quick. Good to see Becky Dean back in the game after that injury. Able to come back in. They made another play. Here comes Maplebrook coming hard on the attack right there. She had a nice cut in. Tried to get around the defender. Wasn't able to do it. But the defender knew that all she could do was kick the ball away for a throw-in. Maplebrook pushing hard here. Ball's up near the corner. A couple players running on. Nice trap, nice play out to the speedster. She had the first good shot. She's going to have a second one here. And it just goes over the post. Ball is maybe 8 inches over the crossbar. Foot lower, and that would have been a beautiful goal. Sinez has a lot of power with that shot. I don't think that's going to be the last shot we've seen from her today. Another attack here from Maplebrook. Tries to send it into the middle. They have numbers in. Just gets sent out a little bit out. Ball's bouncing around here inside of the 18. Maplebrook's going to come away with it. Try to cross it in here. Ends up getting stopped out. Ball's bouncing around. Looking to see who's going to come up with the ball. Cincinnati coming hard. Ends up getting a break. Cincinnati's on the counter now. They have numbers up. Crosses it far side. Comes back to the left. Sends it down again. She has inside the box. Crosses it in. And it gets stopped. Great defense right there by Maplebrook. Sinez passes the ball back to the left side. Forwards calling for the ball. Didn't like the angle. Didn't want to give the ball up. They have possession, trying to hold on to it. Moving the ball around nicely here. Looking for some movement off the ball. Players are tired. You can tell that fatigue's starting to set in with some of them. Cincinnati able to come away and just kick the ball up and regroup. Great touch by the left back there, able to get the ball to her left foot, move it out, get some space to where she was able to send the ball up the field. It's going to be a Cincinnati throw, however. Mind that. It's a Maplebrook throw. Cincinnati sub. Kay Larb's coming in for Cincinnati. They're going to put her up top, look to utilize her. Maybe she can get a goal. Maplebrook working hard to get that ball. Looks to get it back to her. Just was a little bit out of reach. Cincinnati ended up coming away with it. Unlucky break on a missed trap there. Maplebrook has the ball. Coach is telling his team they got to go forwards. Unlucky play right there. Ball's going to go out on Maplebrook and be a Cincinnati throw. Ref's coming over to make sure that she's okay. Ball hit her in the side of the head. She seems like she's going to be all right. Cincinnati looking for a throw. Not much movement coming in. Maplebrook defense doing a good job. Little push in the back there is going to give Cincinnati a free kick. That was number 44, Brewer, with that foul. Just a little push in the bag. Didn't argue with it. Knew she did it. Brewer again jumped up right there to try to win that ball. Was just a little early on her jump. Cincinnati coming on this attack. Morgan White was there on the left. She has a goal already today. Was inside of the box, tried to get around the defender. Ended up passing the ball out of bounds. Hope you guys have been enjoying this game as much as I have. It's turned out to be quite a beautiful day. Cincinnati defense here working hard to keep them from getting into it. Ball's getting bounced around. Cincinnati's able to keep up with it. Maplebrook doing a really good job here in the final quarter or the half. Trying to get in here, trying to get a goal. Cincinnati's going to make a couple more subs. Coach not liking what he's seeing. Fatigue definitely starting to set in here in the early 73rd minute. Trying to get a couple players a break. It's going to be number 6, Allison Robertson, coming in for Cincinnati. Going to go in there in the midfield. Cincinnati throw, getting it down to the corner. It's Morgan White. Target ends up going off of her thigh, down to her leg, and rolling out of bounds, though. Everyone from Maplebrook getting up and in pretty quick. Knowing they're down a couple of goals. Just over 15 minutes left in the game. Trying to get a push. Maplebrook first to the ball. Ends up losing it. Cincinnati on the counter. Dips it down in the corner. Great awareness to find a teammate. The cross comes in, goes out off of the defender. It's going to be a Cincinnati throw down in the corner. It was actually a corner. It did go out first. Ball comes in, gets cleared out by Maplebrook. Regathered by Cincinnati. And Maplebrook's going to take it away. Cincinnati defense coming hard, but she has a beautiful cut inside with her right. And they're trying to get moving. They're on a beautiful counterattack. Touches it through. and is unable to gather the ball. It's going to be a turnover here, and Cincinnati's going to be going the other way, looking for their own counter. Morgan White down in the corner by herself, has some room. She's going to be moving in with the ball. Nice little step over with her right. Goes to cross it in. The ball goes out of bounds off of Maplebrook for a Cincinnati corner. Well, there's a little break in the action. USU Soccer always wants to thank their national sponsors, AE Engine, American Eagle, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Cliff Bar, and Dick's Sporting Goods. Without them, we wouldn't be able to watch this beautiful game. Cincinnati had a great corner kick in. A lot of players running on, got a foot onto the ball, but it ended up going out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. Ball gets sent quickly up the field. Ball goes down to the corner. Morgan White headed for it. Has a great shot. Saved by the keeper. Gets put back into the play on the opposite side. And a Maplebrook defender was first to it and kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be a Cincinnati corner. Corner coming in here. It's a little bit lofted. Goes in towards the middle. Good 50-50 ball. Maplebrook wins the 50-50 chance. Ball ends up getting pushed out towards the middle of the field. One-time shots taken by Cincinnati defender. And it gets sent over the crossbar. Goalie rushing a bit. Ran back to get the ball as quickly as possible. Get her team the ball up at the top of the field. Good 50-50 win. Maplebrook's going to win it. And then it drops to a Cincinnati player. Tries to clear it. Sends it back to Maplebrook. And here they are on a counter. She's got room to run. Goes to touch it past her. Gets by one. Gets by the second. Has a good shot. And a great save by the Cincinnati goalie is going to keep it from going in and go out for a corner. Ball was traveling fast and hard, but Adriana Brewer was able to get her hand on that one and keep it from going in. A little bit of a trick play. Going to play it short to the left. Cincinnati was there for it. It's a beautiful play into the middle. Little push into the back. It's going to give Cincinnati the ball coming out. Brewer kicks the ball pretty quickly for Cincinnati. Almost gets stopped by Maplebrook. Goes out of bounds for a Cincinnati throw. Just under 12 minutes left here in the game. Cincinnati going to change the throw taker. Good defense there by Maplebrook, able to retain possession, get it back. Now they have a throw in of their own. Oh, throws it just over her teammate. Cincinnati's going to hold the ball. It's a great turn right there by number 6. Morgan White changing the side of the field without a pass, dribbling herself to get to the other side. Excellent awareness with all the space. Ball does get lost, however. It's Maplebrook coming with the ball. Nice ball over the top. She has space to get the ball. She gets a touch to it. Gets some control. Trying to get inside. Ball gets poked away from her. And Cincinnati's going to be going the other way. Oh, missed hit with the ball. It's going to be a Cincinnati turnover. Now Maplebrook has the ball. Ball gets played down deep. Morgan White was able to get to it right before it got out of bounds. Had a go at the goal and ended up mishitting it. It's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. Maplebrook really looking for that final push. Just over 10 minutes left in this game. Sends the ball up towards the middle. Maplebrook was first to it. It goes hard to the outside. Able to keep the ball in. Great job with the sprint from her. Able to keep the ball in, drop it back to a teammate. And Maplebrook's going to stay here on this counter until they lose the ball right there. Cincinnati defender not letting the ball get past her. Great turn there by the Cincinnati midfielder. Able to cut the ball, get it to the outside, and then she cuts in herself and plays the ball up. Outstanding chest pass right there. Able to hold the ball. Hits her in the chest. Kind of lost her air for a second. You see her holding her hands over her head. Regaining her breath after that. That was a bullet, and she took it for the team, catching that one on her chest. Throw-in results in another Maplebrook throw a little further down the field. Just under 10 minutes now, going into the 81st minute of the game. Maplebrook really trying to push. Coach telling Jenna to get over. 50-50 ball here. Ball's getting bounced around. Cincinnati comes out with it and just sends it up towards the middle. Maplebrook gets the ball. She cuts once but ends up losing it. Sends the ball up towards the forward. Header's won by Cincinnati. Ball still getting bounced around. Cincinnati ends up coming away from it. Dodges one slide and then makes a beautiful pass up to the side. It's a race to the corner. Miss White's going to get to it first. Cut inside. She's dribbling up towards the middle. Has a go at it. Looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but it was saved on the opposite side. And number 4, Lindsay Mayer. Able to get the ball back in, have a go at it. And it goes out of bounds for a corner. Cincinnati going to take their time with this corner. Try to burn what's left of this 8 minutes left because of the push that Maplebrook has been having. No rush here for Cincinnati. She puts her hands up. There's some movement going on in the box. Ball goes in towards the side. And a comfortable save by Maplebrook goalie. Big kick trying to get it up. The ball gets by her. She's got some space. She makes a nice cut in with the ball. She makes another cut in with the ball. Cincinnati defense able to kick it out. Ball's getting moved around. Maplebrook able to keep the ball. Ball ends up going out of bounds. Before Cincinnati is able to get it. Cincinnati with a throw. Dropping it back to the Cincinnati defense. She has room to move up. She's taking all the space she can. Draws that last defender. And then dips off a beautiful pass. Ball ends up going to come back to her here in the midfield. Sends it out to the corner. Another great pass by the Cincinnati defender. Taking it to the corner. Morgan White's taking her time. Ends up losing the ball there. Gets taken away by the Maplebrook defense. Moving the ball. Goes down, able to keep it back. Couple of nice little skill moves to open herself up. And Maplebrook sending the ball up to the forward. Nice chest trap. Goes to drop it back to the middle and ends up losing it. 6 minutes left in this game. Maplebrook defender has the ball, sends it up towards the middle. Has time to turn, goes to send it out wide. And it's Morgan White that's able to come away with the ball. Maplebrook ends up taking it back. Ball gets bounced around a little bit, comes up, and Cincinnati ends up kicking the ball out of bounds around half field for a Maplebrook throw-in. Just over 5 minutes left in this game. Maplebrook doing everything they can to try to get a goal. Ball gets held up and poked out of bounds. Going to be a sorry about that. It's going to be a Maplebrook throw here in the final third. Numbers are getting pushed up. Ball simply dropped back. She has time to get it in for a nice cross. Sends it across, drops right at the penalty spot. Ball still getting bounced around even though a Cincinnati player was first to it. Maplebrook forward, down and injured. Got the breath knocked out of her. She's holding on to her stomach. Putting her hands over her head, trying to regain her breath. She just got hit. Wind got knocked out of her. Clock still ticking, less than 4 minutes to go. It's a Cincinnati ball. Play resumes. Miss White's running up the right side of the field, trying to beat that defender. Ends up running out of space and going out of bounds. Cincinnati doing a great job holding on to the ball here. Sends it up to the right. Has time to cross it in. Has a nice little step over. Doesn't lose the ball though. Steps over again. Plays it out to the corner. Tries to get it to Morgan White. Ball ends up going out of bounds. Goes out of bounds off of the Maplebrook player. It's going to be a Cincinnati throw. Just going to drop it back. Send it back up to the corner for a one-time cross. Nice sliding save by the goalkeeper. Big boot up, gets it to midfield. Becky Dean was there again to stop that ball from getting over her head. Great defensive awareness by her. Able to get the ball up. Just under 3 minutes now left in this game. Maplebrook throwing the ball down the line. Oh, shit. Sorry about those technical difficulties. Ball ended up coming right back to me. And if I do say so myself, I made a beautiful catch on that one. Ball gets put in beautifully. 50-50 ball. Keeper comes up with it. Both teams are okay, and they give each other a handshake and respect to each other's effort to get that ball. Ball going out towards the side. Ball gets through. Morgan White has the ball, running towards the ball, running towards the goal. Breaks 3 defenders, has a nice cross in, one-time finish, and it's going to be a goal. Cincinnati gets that 3rd goal that they've been fighting for. Morgan White's going to be credited for the assist. And I believe it was number 4, Lindsay Mayer, that ended up with the goal. Ball gets sent over to the top towards the corner. Cincinnati sends it back. Able to hold on to the ball. Boots it down deep to the corner. Less than a minute left in the game. Sends it up one more time. Maplebrook doing everything they can. Fighting for the ball. Just a little push in the back and end up being a Cincinnati free kick coming out. No rush here to take this kick. They're milking the clock as much as they can. Cincinnati's just going to maintain possession here. Look to drop back. Drops to the left. Sends it up all the way to the forward. She has a little turn. Holding on to the ball. And another foul gets called on the Maplebrook defense. Quick ball gets played down to the left side to an open Cincinnati midfielder. And she's going to go to the corner and run out the time. Ball gets touched down by Maplebrook. Going to be a Cincinnati throw. Clock showing 90 minutes. Ball gets played in. Cincinnati able to retain possession. Ref calls for the final whistle. Thank you all for being here with us. The 2017 U.S. Youth Soccer National League Tournament. Beautiful day out here. Hope you guys all had a great time watching that game. Scoreline showed 3-0. Cincinnati win over Maplebrook. Seemed a lot closer than that. Great game, great heart from all the girls in these teams. And just want to thank the last of the U.S. Youth Soccer national sponsors, Sunmaid, Target, United Soccer Coaches, U.S. Soccer, Wilson Trophy, and Yokohama. Without them, we wouldn't have been able to watch this amazing game. Stay tuned. There's another game coming up at about 2 o'clock here on the same channel. Look forward to seeing you all.